Hello and welcome. Myself, Bonaful Banerjee, is your host for this session. I thank you all for joining me today in this engaging online session on Yield and Hotel Revenue Management, Part 3. In our last session, we discussed demand forecasting. Those who are first time in this masterclass series, kindly refer to the link of previous sessions in the description box. In this session, we will talk about the various other elements of revenue management. Let's kickstart the session and explore the key takeaways that promise to enrich your knowledge. Stick around until the end and you might just unlock something very special for you. So without further ado, let's embark on this exciting journey. Buckle up, stay engaged, and let's make the most of our time together. Remember, the participation is what makes this session truly remarkable. Let's make it count. Hotel revenue management involves analyzing, forecasting, and adjusting pricing to maximize profitability within the hospitality industry. Revenue managers strategically price rooms and ancillary services considering factors like holidays, seasonality, market trends, and events. The goal is to distribute and price our property's room, facilities, and amenities effectively for the right demographic at the right time. In our last session, we have discussed about elements of revenue management, and there we have discussed about only one of the elements of revenue management. Before we start, let us just recap what are the other elements of revenue management here. One is customer segmentation, demand forecasting, which already we have discussed in our last session, inventory management, yield management, and pricing. As we have already discussed demand forecasting, today we are going to discuss about rest of the elements of revenue management, that is customer segmentations, pricing, yield management, and inventory management. First, let us talk about customer segmentation. Under this, the first point we should remember, the customers are segmentized as per the demographic factors depending on age, gender, marital status, etc. Demographic segmentations is a precise form of audience identification based on data points like age, gender, marital status, family size, income, education, occupation, nationality, and religion. It is among the four main types of marketing segmentations and perhaps the most commonly used method. Instead of reaching an entire market or broad customer base, A brand uses this method to speak directly to a defined subset of the market. Customer can also be segmentized as per their trips purposes like business, sport or entertainment event, family vacation, wedding, and etc. Depending upon the stay duration also, we can segmentize the customers. Depending upon the traveler's status, whether they are new travelers or returning travelers or regular visitors, that can also be one of the point of segmentations of customers. And then booking channels through which the customer is booking the hotel. It can be direct. Direct means directly through the website of the hotel, through an OTA, online travel agencies, or walk-in, and so on. If you really see the yield management part, first point is that what is the goal? The goal of yield management is to define customer behavior and set the best price to sell rooms with maximum profit. This concept appeared much earlier than the concept of revenue management, and it's narrower. While revenue management is focused on the whole revenue of a business, including ancillary revenue and spendings, yield management focuses on the price and the volume of sales. Yield management is closely related to both inventory management and demand forecasting, since it aims at selling the greatest number of rooms at the highest possible price according to customers' demand. Here, some of the tactics and tricks you can use to play around with your inventory and maximize revenue. What are those? The first one is maximum length of stay. This is also known as max loss. Restricts reservations to a maximum duration. It can be used to limit the availability of discounted or promotional rates. It is a restriction applied by hotels to limit the number of nights an individual guest, couple, or family can stay, even if the hotel is focused on maximizing revenue. For instance, if a hotel has a max loss of 4, what does it mean? It means that the guest must book 4 nights or less. If the guest searches for more than 5 nights, the rate plan will not be visible in the search engine. Next one is minimum length of stay, that is also known as min loss. The term min loss stands for minimum length of stay, and it is a restriction that can be applied to hotel reservations, which is specifies the minimum number of nights a guest stay to be eligible for a particular rate plan. For instance, If a hotel has a mean loss of 2 nights, try to understand this. A guest must book a minimum of 2 nights to be eligible for the rate plan. If the guest searches for 1 night only, the rate plan will not be visible in the search engine. Here is an example to help you understand better. Let's say you want to book a room at a hotel that has a mean loss of 3 nights. If you search for a room for 2 nights, you will not be able to see the rate plan. However, if you search for a room for 3 nights or more, you will be able to see the rate plan and book the room. Hope you understand this. Next one is close to arrival. Close to arrival, or in short term it is known as CTA, is a term used in the hospitality industry to indicate that a hotel is not accepting guests on a particular date. When a hotel set a CTA for a date, it means that guest cannot book a stay that begins on that day. Remember this, that begins on that day. However, if a guest stay includes that date but does not begin on it, then it would be bookable when the customer is searching for available stays. And another one is last room availability. In short, it is known as LRA. It is a contract between a hotel and a business that guarantees the availability of a room at a predetermined rate, even if the hotel is fully booked. It is a pre-negotiated contract between the hotel and the business at the room rate level. Here is an example for you. Suppose a company has a contract with a hotel for a specific room type at a rate of 8,000 rupees per night. If the hotel is fully booked and the room type is not available, the company can still book the room at the agreed upon rate of rupees 8,000 per night. Then inventory management or distribution management. In revenue management, the term inventory refers to the product, that is room, sold. Choosing the right mix of distribution channels we have discussed already. The main channels you deal with are probably GDS, that is Global Distribution System, OTAs, online travel agencies, or through bed banks for wholesalers. Using demand forecasting results for various customer segments and channels, build the distribution strategy that will balance occupancy and revenue maximization. Now we'll talk about pricing, how the rooms are priced. What is pricing? Hotel pricing involves optimizing your property's rate to strike a balance between providing value for guests and maintaining a stable bottom line. It is not just about seasonal fluctuations. Other factors also come into play. The first pricing strategy is dynamic pricing. What does it mean? Dynamic pricing involves changing room rates daily or even within the day, considering supply and demand fluctuations. It allows hotels to maximize revenue by adjusting prices based on real-time market conditions. For instance, in the morning when occupancy is low and demand is weak, you might offer lower rates. However, by evening, if supply decreases and demand grows, you can naturally increase the room rates. Now here, internal data includes the segmentations, customer profiles and rates, etc. That will help you to go for demand pricing. Demand pricing has got few advantages, that is to get your boost your occupancy, maximize the profit, improve the forecasting for future and obviously beat your competitions. Another pricing strategy is open pricing strategy. Open pricing strategy discuss about a pricing which is ideal strategy for independent hotels. It involves setting rates independently for different distribution channels, room types and dates. Unlike fixed pricing, open pricing allows flexibility. For example, you can adjust rates based on demand, events, or seasonal fluctuations. This approach helps maximize your revenue potential. Remember, hotel pricing is a delicate dance between supply, demand, operational cost, and guest expectations. Other than this, we are also having some additional strategies. First one is length of stay pricing strategy, which refers to either setting a minimum visit duration can be effective during high demand period or offering a lower rate for longer stays. Set a discount for reservations for more than 4 nights is the example for that. The later one not only ensure higher occupancy but might also lead to higher ancillary revenue. Another one strategy is packages and value added pricing. This is offering bundle of packages, services at a discounted rates. You can include other hotel services in such packages such as airport transfer, meals, spa, etc. Or partner with some external providers such as car rentals or tour agencies to provide guests with special deals. Other than these two, we are also having another one factor which is known as cancellation policy. Cancellation policy also impact your pricing strategy. For example, you offer higher prices with an opportunity to cancel the reservations and get a refund and vice versa. So that also one of the strategies you can adopt while pricing your room. Segment based pricing. It is setting different rates for different guest segments. For example, we can offer special rates or create special offers for those who book directly through your websites. Naturally, they can get a special kind of pricing. And the third one is exclusivity versus affordability. Exclusivity and affordability are two opposite approaches when you either position yourself the highest or most exclusive hotel or the cheapest in the market. Depending on your property, you can promote yourself as a luxury place and target top shelf travelers, or as an affordable place for price sensitive guests. Please note that in the first case, it is important to create and maintain an excellent reputation and also to be fully transparent with what you offer, letting your guest understand that they are paying for the actual value. Whereas in the second case, remember about the break-even point and don't let high occupancy with low price, which will ultimately lead to a loss. With this, we are coming to the end of this session. Thank you all for joining us today. As we wrap up today's session, I want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you. Your time and attention mean the world to me. Remember, knowledge is power, but action is where the magic happens. So, take what you have learned today and apply it to your life. Whether it is chasing your dreams, improving your skills, or simply spreading kindness, let's make a positive impact together. If you have enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, and as well as keep learning, keep growing, and keep sharing. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep learning. Thank you very much for this session, and we will meet once again very soon. Exciting for you all. Thank you.